how do you choose the right digital infrastructure for your business in 2024? When you're setting up the digital infrastructure for your business, it's a good idea to have some kind of idea for which of the big providers generally are you going to settle with. Because when you're trying to mix a lot of different softwares, different platforms across these different big providers, or trying to choose and integrate a lot of the smaller providers, that often leads to a lot of integration issues or a lot of challenges with establishing effective systems for your business. So, hey, I'm Stefan. I'm the founder of Rafael's Ambassadors, a data management bureau based in Norway, dedicated to helping businesses unlock the full potential of their data. And today we're going to discuss how to actually decide between how to set up which providers to use for your digital infrastructure. So this is a more broad decision for your business. It's not just, okay, which accounting software are we going to choose, which ETL processes are we going to decide on, which a lot of different decisions that could be made for different softwares to use in the company across different use cases. But this is a more general and more broad decision, a really important one as well. So here we're going to review the differences between Azure, generally Microsoft, Amazon, and Google's cloud services, and which of these to decide on when it comes to choosing them as cloud providers in general, if you are planning on taking the step from on-premise to go into the cloud for your digital infrastructure. So here we have Microsoft Azure as Microsoft tool. We have Amazon Web Services, and we have the Google Cloud platforms. So each of these have their strengths and weaknesses. I will go briefly over the strengths here and which use cases they are ideal for. So, for instance, Microsoft Azure provides seamless integration with enterprise applications and some robust hybrid solutions. So this is generally ideal for businesses using Microsoft products such as Office 365, taking cohesive workflows. So if you and your employees are generally already used to applying Microsoft, generally working a lot with Microsoft 365 applications, then Microsoft Azure is a good way to go. But Amazon Web Services is another strong competitor. This is a market leader with an extensive service catalog and scalability options. So this is generally ideal for e-commerce and tech companies requiring flexible and powerful cloud solutions. So this also has a lot of powerful application when it comes to having a strong digital infrastructure in the cloud. We also have Google Cloud Platform. Google is well known, but the Google as Cloud Platform is generally less well known than Azure and Amazon Web Services. Still, it has some pretty powerful applications as well, and it's used by, for instance, by Twitter. We'll go over that a bit later, but let's go over some key factors to evaluate when choosing between these or other providers in general. These are the main providers that we're going to discuss today. So for instance, cost analysis, it's important to choose to compare pricing models, evaluate between pay-as-you-go and subscription-based pricing. Generally, when you go over to the cloud, an advantage with pay-as-you-go is that it is flexible based on your needs. So when you choose a lot of the third-party providers, generally you'll go with subscription-based pricing, which is the same, more or less the same price month after month after month. but it's not usually not very scalable. The second you're starting to get on a bigger level with your business, you generally have to choose another provider. Whereas with these cloud providers, generally they have pay-as-you-go options, which is a lot more flexible. You pay you use it more, then you pay more for it, which is natural. But it's also important to note that when the volume becomes pretty large, then of course the costs are going to increase a lot as well, which is important to be aware of when using these pay-as-you-go tools. So also important to note the accessibility of tutorials, active forums, responsive customer service. Generally, when you use Azure, either of these three major tools, which are comprehensive, they're flexible, have a lot of potential. It's also important to know how to use it, or to have people around you. Generally, if you have some employees or team members in your business who knows very well one of these tools, that's an advantage. And generally, if they are mostly well known with Azure, it's probably a good idea to go with Azure. If they have experience with using AWS, then that can be an advantage to go with AWS instead. So that's an important note, because there are a lot of tutorials and documentation available online, but it's even if you are technology above average when it comes to your technology knowledge, it can be a challenge sometimes to really get your head around how to actually apply some of these tools in practice for your business. It's not always the documentation is really clear for how to use it in practice, but it's important to note that is an important part of the research process when selecting among these, whether you how you're actually going to learn how to apply it in practice if you don't have that basis from before. So yeah, doing some introductory research there can be an advantage for getting into these tools. So yeah, and another part is the compliance and security standards. So review key security certifications for regulations like GDPR, if you're in the United States, HIPAA, or other healthcare regulations if you're in healthcare, or generally just personal managing personal information. Important to note how to ensure data protection there. We're also going to do a comparative analysis here, generally comparing different features among these three. So for the pricing model on Microsoft Azure is generally more value-based. On AWS, it's more competitive, and on the Google Cloud platform, it's more flexible. For the performance, Azure is really strong. Amazon Web Services is outstanding. Amazon Web Services is its performance is well. Amazon Web Services is very well known for its strong performance, and Google Cloud Platform is pretty good and optimized right there. And for the user experience, it's probably more that the Google Cloud Platform is more intuitive. Amazon Web Services is a bit complex there, whereas Microsoft Azure has kind of a corporate style to it. So it depends a lot on what you prefer as well, what their kind of what kind of background they have, if they have a technical background, if they have a corporate background, if they have a business background, what generally they are used to and what they expect to get. So that is something important to note as well when selecting those. Of course, there are going to be people using these platforms, and then it's all about, okay, how are these people going to adapt to using these technologies? That's an important part to note as well. We're here going to note two case studies as well, two stories, real world stories of two major companies you probably both know, Netflix and Twitter, whereas Netflix uses AWS and Twitter uses Google Cloud. So Netflix, of course, one of the largest streaming services globally, has major amounts of data which we can't even imagine. So this relies heavily on AWS for its cloud infrastructure, and this allows Netflix to handle so much data and traffic. And especially during the peak times, like when a new series releases or global events, and AWS has the scalability to ensure that Netflix can have a seamless experience for its user without downtime, even when its user base grows exponentially. So that's kind of illustrates how powerful AWS is for scalability. They will also have here Twitter's experience with using Google Cloud. Here, Twitter, as a popular social media platform, uses this Google Cloud platform to power its data analytics. So the Google Cloud platform has some advanced machine learning and data processing capabilities, which helps Twitter analyze massive amounts of data in real time, which enables the platform to better understand the user behavior, optimize the services, and provide relevant content to its users. So this has enhanced Twitter's decision-making process and improved overall user engagement on the platform. So this has been a brief introduction to some key factors to consider when deciding more generally what kind of digital infrastructure to select for your business, especially if you're planning on scaling, on growing your business to get bigger. Then it's a natural step to go over to the cloud, and then there's a question, okay, which of these major cloud providers do we actually choose? Because this is a major decision. Because it's not only does it affect where you're placing your data in general, it also affects which other tools and programs you're going to use. Because if you're going to go outside of the general kind of universe or general platform provider for different tools here and there, it will be so much more of a hassle, so much more of a job to actually integrate and put all of these things together across different providers. Even though it's possible, it generally is a lot lower. Generally, it's a lot easier to do it within the same the softwares or the programs and tools from the same providers. So that's been some of the key considerations here. But the ideal digital infrastructure for your business still depends on your unique specific business needs. So there's no one-size-fits-all solution here. But it's important to make priority evaluations, possibly a trial of the services first, to determine what is the best fit for you. But yeah, hope this video has been useful for you. Be sure to share your experiences in the comments, and whether you have any experience with any of these digital infrastructures or different providers, and what your experience has been. Be sure to share in the comments below. Other than that, be sure to like and subscribe if this video was useful, and you want to see more content like this. If not, comment below what you want to see me make videos of in the future. And other than that, I hope you all have an amazing day forward, and I will see you all in the next video.